When you think about data analytics and measurement, you really do have to think about the perspective of the person who is, is facing the challenge. And so, from the perspective of a major publisher, we really think about it as an analytics challenge. How can they utilize data, harvest it, analyze it to inform bigger and hopefully better sales opportunities for them to monetize their video content? But when you look at it from the advertiser perspective, we really think about it as a way for them to fully measure the impact of their campaign. So we think about it as video analytics for the publisher and campaign measurement for the advertiser. And I think one of the biggest challenges with video is the fact that video really is shared, it's discussed, it's passed along, and therefore you have the whole concept of paid media, owned media, and earned media. And when you think about the challenges in terms of measuring video, I think it's complicated that much further because of the fact there's paid, owned, and earned. And so we as a company, Visible Measures, we exist to try to help solve this problem for both the publisher and the advertiser. From the perspective of a major publisher, Visible Measures has quietly become the leader, almost a standard in the internet video analytics space. And you're right, we essentially become integrated in with the video delivery stack for big guys like ESPN and MSN and Fox and Yahoo and others. And what we're doing is providing them back information that they can use to hopefully sell more advertising, but also provide unified and standardized metrics back to the advertisers who are buying advertising across multiple channels. And so really there is an integration that's necessary, but hopefully the reward is a lot higher.
Okay, so where do things stand now? Is online video ready for prime time? Are advertisers comfortable at this point? Publishers think it's great, but what do the brands think? And their agencies?
Yeah, I would say that video, in terms of the question of is it ready for prime time, I think in fact it actually already is in prime time. And I think that from the brand perspective, what you're seeing is an increase in increase in upfront type of buying that's happening for online video. We're seeing it already happening pretty broadly. The budgets still are not, obviously are dwarfed by television, even dwarfed by radio and print, but the growth in video advertising, we're seeing an estimate by eMarketer that from 2009 to 2014, the growth will be 450%. And I think that's actually the fastest growing ad medium ever. And so we're really excited about that. I think the total projected spend in 2014 will be about $6 billion. And so really, we do believe it's prime time now. And for the publishers, it's great news, but the advertisers are actually getting better ROI because it's has an opportunity to be a more targeted and effective medium.
So talking about advertising, you have a little news. You're starting an ad network. With so many ad networks of so many flavors, what's the opportunity and what are your plans?
Right. So it's interesting because Visible Measures has been really measuring the world of video for the last couple years, and we've invented a lot of terminology around earned media, like the sharing and user endorsement of video, the passing along of video. And we publish these different charts, like the ad age chart, the viral ad chart, etc. And what we have been finding from customers is that the number one question we get is, how can we become more viral? How can we generate more earned media? And so Viewable Media was created essentially to answer that problem. And we're creating it as a totally separate brand, totally separate team, because we are viewed as a trusted independent measurement provider and having essentially an ad platform really to enable better results with video. And the reason why it's so different is that it's the only ad network, the only ad system really designed programmatically to generate earned media for a brand. So how can you at scale get your content viewed by the people who want to choose to watch it? So audience initiated viewership with guaranteed pricing, with guaranteed performance-based pricing. So essentially, don't pay for impressions that really aren't delivering for you. Just pay for the stuff that just pay for true viewership as opposed to impressions. And it's all based on all of our data and analytics meant to drive earned media. So in other words, can you make your campaign go more viral? And that's really what Viewable Media is designed to do.
So is it something that a publisher would license from you guys, or are you out there selling ads as sort of an independent ad network?
Yeah, it's basically sold to the major brands. So Visible Measures is sold to the publishers. Visible Measures is sold to agencies and advertisers. But then Viewable Media is specifically designed for the media agencies and for the buyers of media, such that they can get, if they produce content, they can have their content viewed by the best, most targeted audience, and in the way that's most likely to generate pass along and sharing and earned media for them.
It's really important because with standards, If folks don't understand what they are, what they do, not at a technical level, but the value that they inherently possess, we failed in our mission.